It's Extreme Foolishness TV going on here. It's a lot of extreme foolishness that has been going on. And I'm going to be talking about these topics. I will be breaking them one by one. I'm starting with Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz. Disclaimer, if you are a fan of Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz, you are about to get your feelings hurt. You're about to get your feelings hurt. If just Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley are your guys, you're about to get your feelings hurt. So if you don't have thick skin, you may need to tune and watch something else. Go watch a Disney movie. Because Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley are both extreme fools. These people know better. And if you know better, you expect it to do better. Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley are lawyers. They went to Ivy League schools, Harvard, so they know better. But they're acting like extreme fools, especially Ted Cruz. Ted, you were kissing Trump's behind. He called you lying Ted. He called your wife ugly. He called your wife ugly. If I picked up a hooker, even a prostitute, I picked up any girl from the street and some guy called her ugly, I would not lick that man's behind. This is your wife, bro. Ted, this is your wife. He called your wife ugly and you're running behind is because you have low self-esteem. You may have all the education in the world, you still need somebody to be your daddy. And Trump is that daddy to you. That is why you're running behind him and kissing his behind. You objected to the certification of a duly elected president, President-elect Joe Biden. But just because of your loyalty, you felt like you had to ride the Trump MAGA train to the end. Even after the insurrection and the domestic terrorists attacked the Capitol, you had a chance to pull back. But no, you didn't pull back. You wanted to go all the way. And Josh Hawley, you went outside and raised your hand in support of people who committed an insurrection against the United States. And you call yourself a senator. Shame on you, Josh Hawley. Shame on you, Ted. You should know better. What were you trying to get? Nothing will have been achieved. You were calling for an investigation of the state's elections. The Constitution gives the states the independence to choose the electors and conduct the elections as they deem fit. So what are you objecting for? Are you not the party of small government? They're supposed to give states their rights to do as they please based on the principles of federalism, the 10th Amendment? You studied constitutional law in school, Ted and Josh. Both of you studied it. And you're here acting like a dang fool. You're willing to sink the entire country just because of your so-called loyalty to your daddy, Trump? Don't you think you can further your political ambitions on your own merit, on your own hard work without seeking the imprimatur of Donald? Do you think Donald has to endorse you before you make it? You will never be president, Ted. You will never be president, Josh. You will never be. Because you have shown your behinds that you can never be trusted. You're supposed to, when you take that oath to defend the Constitution, the United States Constitution, and when you took an oath as an attorney, you swore, both of you swore to defend the United States Constitution and your respective states' constitution, not to support a group of domestic terrorists to attack the Capitol, to topple the government just because the candidate that is your daddy did not win. You know the path. You wait till another 4 years and vote for your candidate. But you to object on a certification that has already been confirmed by the states to prove what? Just of your loyalty. Then after the Insurrection Act, you both of you had chances to pull back. Lindsey Graham pulled back, Kelly Loeffler pulled back, but both of you still wanted to ride the MAGA train to the end. You wanted to, because what? Trump is your daddy. That is why. Trump is your daddy. That's the only thing it shows, that you cannot stand on your own. And I just don't even know how, I don't know why your wife will even still stay with you for you to still be running behind of somebody who just disrespected her. If you don't respect anybody else, respect your wife, Ted. He called your wife ugly. He called her names. And you're still running behind him? Because he's your daddy? And Josh, you were an AG before, you were an Attorney General before. But to raise your hand and support people who are committing an act of insurrection against the United States just because their candidate did not win, you know all these conspiracy theories. You know that there was no widespread fraud that happened in the elections. You know that, Ted and Josh, because all the lawsuits that have been filed by Donald have been thrown out by the courts. You know what the rules of evidence is. You guys know that. You know the standard. You know what hearsay is. You guys know what admissible and inadmissible hearsay is. You know what junk evidence is. You guys you know better, but you're not acting like you know better. You guys are acting like extreme fools. You guys will never be president. Never. Because you guys have shown yourself that you can never be trusted. That you're willing to support people who want to topple, who want to attack the Capitol while the democratic process was in progress. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think that Ted and Josh are just kissing Trump's behind? Obviously, they're kissing Trump's behind. Do you think they'll ever be president? No, man. If you like this content, like this video, share this video, hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button. As always, say no to extreme foolishness.